This is the Three Musketeers by Alexandre Dumas, published by the Easton Press in 1978. This edition is bound in this black leather. It's a cowhide leather, and it's got a very nice grain to it. It's very fine looking, and it has a very nice soft feel. On the front cover here, we have this gold embossed design, which is this French symbol. I'm not too sure what it's called. It's a very common French design, though. It definitely has a name that I'm not familiar with. And there's a bit of marking on the cover, which is from secondhand wear. I'm not a big fan of how these lines connect all of the different symbols. I think it would look better without that, but it's not bad at all. On the spine here, it says the Three Musketeers, and I very much like the font that they used with Dumas on the bottom there, which is the author's last name. And I actually have a second edition of this exact book, and this is an older one, I believe, and it uses a dark gray leather that is much rougher. You can see the grain is very, it looks stretched almost, going horizontally across the cover, but it's much rougher, although it's not a bad leather by any means. And that design on the spine is very cluttered looking here because they use those same lines to connect all of the symbols. So I will be looking at this black edition instead because they are the exact same content-wise. It's just the covers that are different. So on the spine here, we have this nice clean design with the Easton Press logo down there, and the same design on the back cover as the front. Page edges are gilded, and it's a very nice job. I believe that it's 22 karat gilding. It may only be 21 or something like that. And there is a headband and tailband there. It seems like it's yellow and black. I'm not too sure because it's tucked back underneath there. On the inside of the book here, we have this nice gold silk ribbon marker, which is very thick and luxurious feeling. We have these end papers, which are this orange, maybe a copper silk moire. Yeah, a copper color more than orange. The book itself. Here's the front title page and the frontispiece, which is a portrait of Alexandre Dumas with illustrations by Eddie Legrand and a preface by the author. This book does use acid-free paper, so you can see that it's crispy and white. There's no yellowing at all from acid. And this book is actually set in this 2-column design, which is somewhat odd for a book of this size, but this is a long novel, so they must have used this 2-column design to fit all of the text in without making the book super thick and without making the paper super thin. Here's the introduction. That is not the introduction. Here's the author's preface, a letter from Dumas, a letter from Andrew Lang, and that was the introduction. So you can see the entire book is in 2 columns. I do like that they separated them by a line at least, so there's no losing your place and accidentally skipping into the next column or something like that, which can be an issue if the columns are put too close together and not separated at all. We have D'Artagnan visits the town of Meng. The illustrations are the simple black and white drawings, although they are well done and they're quite detailed. They are very numerous as well. Quite nice looking, although they do lack color. They still have a lot of detail to them, and I think that they are well done. And I'm not going to look at all of them because they are very numerous, so I will be skipping quite a lot. D'Artagnan calls on Milady. The drums beat to arms. You can see that a lot of detail was put in. There's a lot of figures in the background and the foreground. There's even very remote background design that many people will overlook. I think that they're very nice. And they do have different shades of gray and black, so they're not simple two-color drawings. Although the color tone is the same, it's just a gradient of black the whole way up and down the image. Overall, this is a very nice book, and it's pretty well made. And I do like the illustrations included as well. This is most likely a copy of the Heritage Press edition, though, and the illustrations are not unique to this book. At the end papers, we have the same ones as at the front. And that's all for this particular book. I think it's a very nice edition of the Three Musketeers, and I would definitely consider picking it up, especially for the price, which is pretty low. It's only around $20 to $30 that you can get this for. Thank you very much.